Psychotic Episode match either. We're better off just killing all his dudes. Pyroclasm maybe has some applications in this match. Springing the Massacre Worm, you got it. Johnny Vengeant, maybe? What's nice is, even if he were to rest in peace us, we still get to activate our madness stuffs. Actually, the only thing that rest in peace is going to get rid of is the souls, right? And the squeeze. Squee and soul. If he does rest in peace us, which I assume he should. He should try. Parcho doesn't like Lils in this matchup. Lily's the better enabler, though, over the Peace of Minds. Amp says no, he's going to play 4/4s for 3. That's true, he does have a playset of Smiter. So maybe Peace is the better enabler. I guess we could run the Wear Tear. What about that? Enables his Smiter's illusions. No other good Madness cards you could find, other than, I mean, Lingering Souls fits very well into a Madness deck. Outside of Witherings, Tempers, those are the only ones I'm still running in Big Game Hunters, yeah. Well, if we're cutting lilies, I can't cut any of this, by the way. I don't know, how well does the Kolaghan's Command really line up against this opponent? It's okay. It's strong. It's relatively strong. Alright, we're just spin here. Perk glass, there's Madness Worm, there's Madness, let's see, there's the Madness Worm, there's the Madness, jeez. What was the other one we were thinking about? There's the Assassin, that's my favorite, but it's not very good, and then there's Assassin, there's Worm, and there's the Gorgon. I wouldn't keep this, even though it's got the Infestation and a Temper. This hand's a little better, but doesn't have an enabler. Without the enabler, we'll be in trouble. Why don't we get a 5 with an enabler, hopefully? This does have an enabler, but it doesn't have a land drop. Keep hope that we can scry into our first land to cast the looting. Command getting back squeak. We were almost screwed. We were almost just screwed. Okay, so I'm going to bin the Souls, and I'm going to bin Pyroclasm? Probably Pyroclasm. I like Hunter, Angler, and Temper in the matchup. Why don't we pitch the Pyroclasm? We're not out of the woods yet. I still need to find that land drop. Oh, jeez. This Pyroclasm is looking really good, though. Not that we had the mana to cast it. Because bird. Drew a Shambling Vent. Keep it up, deck. Now we're looking great. Would have been better if it was a red black source. We're fine. Just a 1 of Foundry. We're good. We found our black source. Oh, I like Dank Dwellers. I don't have any Korthian. They're like a ticket and some change. I like Dank Dweller. Yeah, I like Dank quite a bit. Getting in there. You get in there, Noble Hierarch. You get in there. What am I recasting from the graveyard? Temper? What? I assume he's ready for this Infestation, but it's still probably one of my best plays to play it. I mean, I'd like to hold it until we have a turn where I can play Infestation immediately and get value off of it, versus him just disenchanting it. It might be better for me just to flashback Souls, even. It might be more correct to flashback souls. There's a lot of upside if this infestation doesn't go away. There's a lot of bad things that happen if it doesn't. Temper with Dark Dwellers. Right, there's not that much excitement. I might want to lead souls and wait for one more land drop before I infest. Also, fulminating him is not bad here. I guess you'd fulminate the light source. No, I guess now you fulminate the... I'm okay with this. You get to reuse the K command. Oh nice, we drew land, so I get to do exactly what I was discussing. I'm interested in using the temper on the bird. So why don't we infest... Let's infest. Although, in fairness, he could have already played most of the threats in his deck. I don't know if the bird is actually what I'm supposed to toast, because most of the threats in his deck, actually, if he had them, could have already been cast last turn and the turn before with the Noble Hierarch. I think he's maybe just flooding, so actually I don't know if you spend a temper here on the bird immediately. There might be a different threat we're going to toast. There are a couple other things in his deck that you can temper. And flooding all night. Never a good feeling. Good thing it's a practice game, right? Pride Mage? So the Pride Mage is going to take out the infestation. Unfortunately. Oh, if I was going to kill Pride Mage anyway, to prevent that damage off the bird, I should have just toasted it before combat. I assume he's just destroying this. Oh, well, then I'm better off killing the bird if he's just going to just kill it immediately. I also like just getting more cards in the yard. If he's flooding, the Fulminator is just not where we want to be. Worst case scenario, could hardcast the big game. Why don't we temper the... Tempering the bird is pretty irrelevant, though, if he's saying he's flooding. I guess it's still better than just going upstairs with the bolt. How's it going, Brando? We're also another black source away from this big game hunter. So it may also be correct to pitch this and keep the Fulminator Mage, at least I can cast it. Like, this might be the correct two cards, this big game and Fulminator, although big game has implications should he top one of his big creatures to just win the game. I'm gonna bin Mage and temper. Let's temper either the bird or his face. Again, if he's flooding, like, there's not much to be gained from killing the bird. Unless he hits it to Gavany Township, then yeah. Doesn't this deck get hosed? Not really. Madness doesn't really... It only turns off the Squeeze and the Faithless. Again, like, I could also just Zombie Infestation again, but we're almost to this angler, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, next turn I can just angle. Could looting first. Actually, no, we want to hang on to the looting because it'll turn on the hunter. Why don't we just angle? 1, 2, 3. Could hang on to this other looting, or you can hang on to the Fulminator Mage for Kolaghan's command, both of which are reasonable thoughts. I'm gonna get rid of the Fulminator though. No, I like this Gromag Angry build. This is a viewer requested deck. We had a buddy, we had a viewer who wanted to see me play the Madness deck. That's a bird. Okay, that is a bird. You has bird. I have squee. That's not gonna cut it against Zombie Fish. This is gonna be over very quickly. Wait, why aren't you blocking the Zombie Fish? What are you doing? You have shenanigans? Oh, okay, because he wants to profitably win against this. That block still doesn't make sense. I would still block the Gurmag. Why did you block the soul that was dying to the Zealous? That's weird. Isn't that a little weird? Why don't we flash back the looting, actually, instead of casting a fresh one from hand, because we're probably not doing much else than just looting for value. Also, another land drop turns on the shambling. You could argue that we don't need the Withering or the Big Game Hunter. He hasn't had anything worth killing, but I think that's greedy. Like, both of these Madness cards can be turned on by flashback looting, which we have access to. I can flashback the looting and then kill whatever big thing he's finally found. Oh, Jesus, souls, though. I would just double cast that, man. What do you... Okay. I would consider double casting that. Peace of Mind. That's a fine Madness enabler. There we go. Yeah, Peace of Mind. That's perfectly reasonable. And every turn with Squeeze should just end step the Peace of Mind anyway. We made Wither or the other. You guys get to see one of the other engines. It's actually the deck's namesake is Peace of Mind, to be honest with you. It's one of the major reasons why I decided to go Mardudu Madness. Once I discovered this was legal and modern, I started brewing around the card quite a bit. She's another Pride Mage? Okay. That is too bad. Was I supposed to kill this spirit? I mean, I don't want to kill the Pride Mage, because then he just cracks in response, and that's not good value. There's the flashback souls. I think I'm just gaining 3. I don't know if I really want to spend either of these. I think I'm just pitching a squee. I mean, is he not interested in sacrificing the Caselli Pride Mage on the Peace of Mind? Peace of Mind plus Squeeze is just 3 life every turn. I really want to spend the removal on the Pride Mage. Part of me also just wants to fire up the Shambling. And then he... what, block? Sacrifice? No? He could maybe triple block. Oh no, we have so much time though thanks to this card. So he's gonna block sacrifice? Probably. Okay, so in response, we're gonna Peace of Mind the... I guess I'd kill maybe 1 spirit. I would consider killing 1 spirit. Yeah, I would consider withering 1 spirit. And then, we'll also Peace of Mind the Squee just for a free 3 life. That's probably what I'm interested in doing. Or you can wither another spirit token, it depends. I mean, are we trying to cut him off more turns? I am. He's just gonna keep chump blocking for a while. We still got the Big Game Hunter. You know what, why don't we wither another spirit? Like, my worry is that we just let him have too many draw steps if we don't take out some more spirits. Go 23. Once this deck hits about like 4 mana, you don't really want to make land drops anymore. You want to just keep using the looting, so just cycle through the deck, find what you need. He has a lot of chumps. Another land, my goodness, poor opponent. That is horrible. That's not what you need.